Hello, hello. I am probably Mothman. And you're you. I don't think anyone's in the stream yet, so you're probably hearing this part in the future, but welcome to you nonetheless. I have hopefully oriented my little streaming setup in Streamlabs to actually record as well as stream this time, so we will see how that goes. Hopefully well. We are in for a bit of Valheim today. Blessed news, I finally found a swamp. Might even be big enough to have a bone mass altar in it. The only reason I really found this one is because I was sailing around after the last video I recorded, which isn't out yet, but it's only one away, so it'll be out soonish. Certainly by the time this is visible. And I need to remember to actually switch over to the game recording, because otherwise this is going to be another podcast episode, and I'm trying not to do those anymore. Well, you know, I might do them in the future, but for right now, this is meant to be a video experience, too. Now, my inventory's a mess because of what I was doing and how I was running, but this precarious portal goes to the witch. And my general plan, I guess, is to go to this swamp that I found, and in fact, I can probably just a moment. There we go. Sorry, I was futzing with something else as well. So I'll show you the path we took here. So we originally had set off from, like, possibly port, and that's how we had discovered this island with originally the one of the elder altars, the head of the HOA, if you will. I did not realize that there was another one over here that was the head of, like, you know, this continent's HOA, so, you know, that's why I've still been attacked by Grey Dwarves. But I've freed this island from the HOA, so, you know, I'll take that as a victory. But this swamp did not have a lot in it. I had high hopes, and it does have, like, a little trail that leads up here, but this kind of goes nowhere. And if I'm recalling properly, up here kind of comes into plains pretty quickly. And at the very least, I know it was going to turn into them because sealed towers only show up in the plains. So I decided to follow the wind, coming down this way, sort of looping around this swamp here, and I did really consider, like, stopping on this one. I think there was, like, yeah, there was a couple little areas of plains that almost got me in trouble a few times, because they were just big enough to spawn, like, fuelings, or whatever they're called, the little goblin dudes. So I had to kind of flee and keep going south here. And when I got to about here, I got the ping for the swamp merchant, the witch. And I figured, well, if it's big enough to have a witch in it, and it's far enough away from spawn to have a witch in it, there's a non-zero chance it has a bone mass altar as well. And even failing that, I found 3 sunken crypts on the way in, so I know that there are some decent resources. The reason I'm explaining all this now is, 1, so you have a little bit of context to this, but 2, because I did all of this off-stream and off-recording because I thought it might just be some general sailing around. I didn't know how the recording was going to take, so, you know, I just figured that was easier. But since we do have a portal over here to the witch, we do have a way in. The main thing I need to do now is just clear my inventory and bring over some building materials. Because, as I said, the goal here is a bit of building. Well, I don't know if I said it, but I know I wrote it to the side of the stream while I was sitting there for a little bit. See, now comes the horrendous task of actually remembering where I've got some stuff, though. We might take these and go sell them real quick. We have chains in one of these. No, I do not. Okay. Oh, right. I think I know what I need to do. I do also need, like, some bonus goals. If I can find, like, a Surtling spawner, that would be golden, because I need more teleportation rings. What are they called? Just portals. So we kind of struck gold, I would say. I don't now. I'm saying that now. We may venture out into the swamps and find absolutely nothing of use, but we are going to start, I think, just by I don't know that this is going to be like our swamp base proper. Just because I know I need some decent distance from that to build, but I at least want a few boxes down so that I can put some junk in here. Not junk, but, you know, so I can have a little bit of space. I think also something I should do is... I should have prepared for this more off-stream. I should probably get a little bit more poison resistance mead from Second Lamp and make some more if I don't have any. Need to get a little bit more food. And I think I need to actually run around the swamp to see what... oh, what's the word? I need to actually see what's in the swamp. I have high hopes. Okay. Well, that does me pretty well for the mountains, so I'm not going to complain about that. Got some tin and some kind of... Okay, so I could make a bunch of bronze nails for decorating where I'm going, so that's... I'm happy with that. There we go. There's the key. I was wondering where that was. A couple of those. Some of those. Didn't mean to do that. Not what I meant to do, but okay. And we will... let that be as it is. Coolio. That was actually a little bit easier than I thought, because I was worried that I was going to have to brew all that meat again. Check one thing real quick. Alright. Wait. Yes. Alright, we are fine, we are good, we are dandy. I do not have like a dual monitor set up, if I haven't said that before, so I can't easily like check chat and play the game, but I like to tab out every once in a while. If someone stops in, I want to say hi. Seems neighborly. Yes, let's... Can I sell things to the witch? Well, we're gonna find out. music here kind of hits like Cult of the Lamb. I say that in a very, very affectionate way. The vibes are immaculate. Is that all of... Yes, it is. I'm probably just gonna buy a little bit of everything. I'm gonna buy like 2 serving trays. I can't remember if I need more than 2, but I'm going to take them anyway. I have legitimately no idea what the love potion does. There we go. Now, I think it would be kind of cool if the swamp base could be, like, set up to cook. Well, actually, can I... Sorry, I know certain plants require certain, what's the word? Climates. Like they need to be in certain biomes or they won't grow. And I know the plains won't, or not the plains, the meadows won't hold host to certain... I feel like I'm discovering this again. I can hold control and just, like, automatically put stuff in a box. That is fantastic. Okay, now do we want to make this easier? Do we have enough for one more? Yes, we do. Okay. I feel like I lost track of a sentence there again, but we're just gonna keep rolling. Okay. We have the resources to pop open sunken crypts. And I want to hit the 3 around the witch, and then we also have the poison resistance mead if we get into a scuffle. We have enough resources to do a portal in case this swamp is huge and I need to get around a little bit easier. I'm rested for the next 9 minutes, so I can hopefully fend off at least a little bit of the wet debuff. Alright, let's do this. Now that I've learnt my block is high enough that I can parry trolls, I'm a little bit less worried about the Draugr. I should maybe respect the 1-star Draugr a touch more than I did there, but... Ooh. Go. Do not sit there and just tank the slime hits if you don't have poison resistance mead. You will have a bad time. Legitimately, I don't know how the constant rain is going to play with the frame rate, but... we'll find out. I know what waits for me over there, and I am inclined to deal with it at a distance. The body piles don't like spawning in, but I'm willing to bet there is... Okay, so there's one there. Not too worried about the skeleton spawner, but constant Draugr is never fun. There we go. As long as there's only one, we should be... Nope, 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 there's a second. Alright, this is why we approach things slowly. Can you tell I play a sneak archer in Skyrim? I say missing every shot. Can you tell I play an archer in Skyrim? Oh, alright, let me get up on here. I bet this is a marginally safer, stupid idea. Now there's another crypt over there. Alright. I think these things are usually two Draugr spawners and one bone pile. Ah, and another one over there. Perfect. Remember to actually step down here and open it up. Because if you make a point to run around and, like, open all of these up, then you can come back with the... or without the key, and then you're saving an inventory slot. So there's one over there. Okay, so that water is probably a mistake. I say sliding down into it. Don't think either of those can get up here. Up like the other one. Very flammable those oozers are. I forget the flames are quite that large for them. That dealt with. That. And I'm going to choose the path of wisdom since it is night in the swamps, and just build a quick little portal back. Lets me drop off some of the crap I have in my inventory. And there's the cold feeling. Can you get scrap iron from the oozers? Hmm. Okay. That's not like chaotic or chaotically helpful, but I don't know what I mean by that. I don't know what to do with that information, I guess is what it boils down to. It's like kind of cool, but I also don't think those are the most common of spawns, so I don't think it's going to be super useful. It's nice that it's not like an entirely limited resource, though. That I definitely want to put down in a box, though. Oh, this isn't exactly where I want to do it, but we're going to put it there anyway. Ooze as well, and I swear I have skeleton trophies somewhere around here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, now we sleep, we go back to the swamp. There we go. Alright, we can just go through here. And then that also gives us 10 more minutes of rested. Alrighty, we need to destroy this. This. That. And that. I admit, I'm a bit impressed with, the number of one-star leeches I have been seeing. Sort of impressed it's staying away. That looks like it heads to the edge of the swamp. I don't know if I'm likely to find much that way, but we can fill out the map at least. Well, we don't need to fill it out so much that we fight the locals, so. So it looks like it turns to Black Forest if we run this way long enough. Oh, but not very much. Spawner in here? That was just satisfying. don't have a titanic amount of carry weight left, but that's enough to keep going. I'll drop some stuff if I need to. The resin's probably not bad to hold on to. Okay. So we do want to be careful. I can taunt a couple of the things that live in the swamp. I need to be careful around the plains. I cannot with certainty say that sometimes you can use like one biome's mobs as like protection against others. Because most of the time, if they're from different biomes, they don't get along. Oh. Well. That is sort of explicitly why we brought the fire arrows. I don't know if I collected those yet, but if I didn't, I have them. Oh wait, no, those are turnips, not onions. Ah, no, I got a leech trophy. Those, don't need those, gotta keep those. Turnips, I might actually be alright on, but I cannot be sure. I must have gotten them before, because I didn't get any kind of, like, recipe pop-up. Well, not like taken out got him, but you know. Come on, you can just about kick my ass here. You know you want to stay. Alrighty, time to drop some stuff so that I have room to pick up what it's dropping. I didn't fight that sucker to get nothing. Alrighty. Y'all are gonna suck. Bone fragments, don't need trophies. Resin's not bad, but really not super necessary at the moment. Alright. Luck continues. So we know the plains are kind of backing this swamp, so it's not quite as large as I'd hoped. Okay, that's not great. We aren't far from the witch, though, so we are just going to pop back through, drop some stuff off. I think this is just going to be the, like, swamp critter drop box. We'll do, like, some building materials in this one. Now, and then we'll step through this portal just to get the rested buff back on us. Comfort's not insanely high, but it will be enough. Since we're resting, hydration check. Have some water. Like most of our exploration now is going to be this direction, because this all leads to the sea pretty quickly, and that's death. Blood bags are useful. Oh, locks. Interesting. Less than ideal. Alright, so that is the end of that then. Alright, so this might not actually be the best swamp. Well, you know what? No, it's a perfectly fine swamp, all things considered. It's more just the, I was hoping for a bone mass altar, I guess. But it does seem like we're a bit, oh, let's say trapped in here, but if we're surrounded by might be a bit goofy, but I think I just heard a fooling over there, and when I hear those suckers, I put myself elsewhere. It does seem like there is sort of stuff this way. How many arrows do I have? Not enough. Oh, that is the only downside to trying to take out abominations with arrows. It takes a heckin' lot of them. Oh, what do I need to do here? Is there... I don't think there's a... I have a dumb idea, but I'm not going to do it over open water. Yeah, I'm not sensing a bone mass altar in that direction either. It's time to get back. Oh, is this one I haven't marked? It is not. Okay. I won't complain about that. So, like, this is what I mean. Like, it doesn't seem to have a bone mass altar, but also that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sunken crypts that I found so far, and I mean, the witch as well being here, I think, is reason enough. So, you know, that's okay. We'll build, I guess this would be third lamp in this general area. Not necessarily like here, but I think this swamp has earned its build. But we are definitely going back first because night in the swamp means heckin' ghosts. Oh wait, that's right, we can just go through this one. Yeah, we'll just go through this one. Now, which way are we meandering? See, there's a part of me that does want to venture that way, because it seems like there's just a smidge of stuff I haven't seen. Bit more than a smidge, I suppose, but I won't really know how far out it goes to see until I actually go that way. Okay, I got another sunken crypt over here. So that what puts us up to 7? Some chunk that way, but that'll probably just lead to Sea's Edge. So I can probably discover that with a boat. Alright, wasn't fully expecting that to be able to hit me up here, but whatever. I should have grabbed more arrows while I was down there, too. There we go. Oh no, my health is low. Okay. That's probably just enough to take that sucker out, but how many? I have one arrow. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it, Chief. I'm glad the Swamp Key has infinite uses, because I just had the terrifying thought of having to fight the Elder every time you need to open up one. And I think that would be... that would be a lot. Alright, so that's sort of sorted the way it is. I think I know what I'm going to do. And I think I keep saying that. This, I almost assuredly is just going to fill out to be just kind of a straight line through there, so I think this is sort of what we're working with. This is also probably the furthest tomb out, so here's what we're going to do. Nope, need the crafting bench first. I'm an old hand at this game. I know what I'm doing. It's a secret no workbench portal strat. Okay. So. We are going to build our base near the witch. We know that because once all of those tombs are empty, the witch is going to be the thing that we come back to this area for. And maybe some venturing into the plains, depending. But mainly probably the witch. We have this giant stretch of swamp as well, which I kind of have a temptation to sail to find out about. But that doesn't change the fact the witch is here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sunken crypts, which should be a decent amount of iron. So yeah, the goal now, I think, is to... I'll leave the Swamp Key on me. I do think that will be a wise choice. But we also need to clear out some of the random bits so that we actually have room for what we are building. I don't want to build another box. That's 130 wood, and what can we do for stone? Swear I just... there we go, there's the stone. Make it like 2 stone back. Maybe like 1 stone less. There we go. And what we will do is... So I guess the naming convention would be third lamp, but I don't... I'm not into that, I think. The Swamp Light? Swamp Light? Marsh Glow? We'll call it Swamp Light for now. My gear is probably in fair enough condition. So the plan is basically that will be the mining portal for now. And I realize we are not going to be able to. I guess we could cannibalize one of those portals. Well, sorry, I'm just realizing, like, we do have, like, the merchant portals up here. Like, this one's already gonna lead us to the witch. Ugh. Alright, I'm being indecisive. Alright, we're gonna go through here, we're gonna find a place to build, and we're going to set up some kind of forging operation. I know that I'm going to need a bunch of Surtling cores in order to actually set up some kind of forging situation, so... So, this is just kind of my personal, hey, don't go past this marker, so that I know if I build something, say, like a facade over this, that it is not getting too close to her. Say I've made up my mind exactly on what I want to do, but let's do a little bit of landscaping here. The thing I'm most split on is just the trees do, since they can't be destroyed, they provide a good protection from raids, from whatever may wander through the swamps trying to murder you late at night. It did me a bit of a spook, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff in the swamps trying to eat me. Honestly, that's just kind of funny. The broom got out and it's smacking leeches. Alright, well... So, I kind of like this because it is between the witch and the plains. We got some good-sized trees. Sort of over here, like relatively close to each other. eventually going to come back for me at some point, but until then... Alright, so let's do a little bit of terraforming then. Take as much rock as we can, and I'm gonna need to do this in a few spots, but I'm thinking we sort of build from that tree to here, and then from like this edge over to that tree. It's not perfect, but that'll keep the dead things out. And really, what more could you ask of the big wall? How are we doing on stone? We got 33 left. So, my thinking is this sort of internal space between these points that I'm looking at, and then probably building the sleep and safing, or safe sleeping portion up there. I was about to parry him, then... Oh, why are there so many leeches? I mean, I know it's the swamp, but come on. Wait a minute. What? Can you put down rocks now? I'm sorry, I need to double check something. Okay, that used 1 rock. That gave me 3 rocks. Okay, I don't think it's supposed to do that, but also I need more rock than I have right now. This is going to be titanically stupid if it works, but I am something of a stone farmer myself. Alright, that's dumb. I know that's not how it's supposed to work, and it's an exploit, but... Man, oh man, that's pretty good. That's pretty great. I am thrilled by that. Now, I do realize I need to put down another one of these if I want to work easy out here. So we come over here, and we raise up dirt between the two. Alrighty, then. Honestly, let's... Alright, Operation Rock Farm resumes. So the reason, if I'm not mistaken, the reason this works the way that it does is because my resource rate is on triple. So it's spitting out triple rocks when I harvest what it thinks is a normal stone. Since the recipe is only costing one, it is free real estate, as they say. Normally I wouldn't do this, I think, but one, I don't really want to go back and get a whole crap load of stone, and two, I am kind of infinitely entertained by the premise, like this really goblin-ass premise of, you know, put seed in ground, get more food. Put rock in ground, get more rock. Because that's working far too well. I don't know that this is going to be my go-to method in the future, because this is quite slow and a little tedious. I don't think if this does give me, like, harvesting XP, I don't necessarily want to grind it that way either. This is more just me really wanting to be able to finish raising everything here. Basically pitch black. Let's just go back and get rested, get it to daytime. Alrighty, let's... There we go. Get a little sleep. And you know, we've been going for about an hour, so I think what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of a break. I'll probably split the video here in the recording and let this be like an episode's worth. For those of you here for the stream, I'll just take like a quick little, we'll say like a 10-minute break here. Just get up, stretch a little bit, have some water, grab a light snack, and keep on going. Because it looks like we have... Actually, I'm going to do one thing before I do that, and that's just so I remember. I'm going to bring some resin along so I can actually make some standing torches, just for a bit of light. Alright. We'll set ourselves down here. Now, we're not going to leave the game actually running because I don't want to instigate a raid, but we'll let the music just kind of keep rolling while I put it on the VRV screen. So, see you all in a little bit.